Today, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Las Vegas Raiders. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. Leading the charge under center will be their 6'5" quarterback, Carson Wentz.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Dalvin Tomlinson on the tackle.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Down at the 30.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Got a man, Slayton. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
And 9 at the Ravens' 46-yard line.
Working from the gun, Wentz. That's complete to Ward. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And 5.
Now Wentz. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. From the gun, it's Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, it's Owens. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. You can see this quite a bit on running plays when the guy's out wide. A lot of times it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I took some
Pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play you just made.
I know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay, because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins.
J.K. Dobbins on
The numbers for him from a week ago. 17 carries, 102 yards.
And a rushing title's definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there, but they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. For a lot of people, the MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. There have been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
2nd and 11 at the 41.
2nd and 11 at the 41.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. That's taken in by Duvernay.
Burrow's pass.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On left side, a completion to his tight end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards the pick up there. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And they give this time to the tailback. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brought down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Finding his target, it's Ward. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, all for none on the penalty. Still first down.
Too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a carry for Dobbins. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now it's Burrow. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And now it's 2nd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man is Duvernay. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. On 3rd down, Burrow. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he'll give it here to his running back. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes.
He's taken down at the 30.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
2nd and 8.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. Wentz now on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. The 20. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up. 1st and goal at the 5. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. And that makes it 14-10. That could be an important swing right there. Touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Takes it at the 7. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Catch made by Slayton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Flushed out right. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. That's a short one there, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. To throw is Wentz. He'll get this to Ward. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brings up.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash and call it an even. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Raiders 10.
The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. On the return, Deontay Harris. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 33 and a 1st. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's got it. And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Burrow will throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
To number 81.
From 3 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
At their own 25-yard.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing is Wentz. This one is Slayton over the middle. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in mixed-country country. Or any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
And the football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Wide open receiver complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run here with Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Ball carrier.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that play. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a second and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. On play action, Wentz. That's Ward, complete right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a second and 14. Final minute now of the third quarter. Throwing on second and 14. Wentz. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He hits this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 49 yards there, a big one.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
At the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Second down and 8.
Quarter of play with the score, Ravens 21, Raiders 18.
Working from the goal.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now Wentz on third down. Jackson with the pick.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. On second down, here's Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Burrow's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now, first and 10.
3-yard line.
trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing now is Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So they dial up the blitz on 3rd and inches. It pays off.
And frankly, they were probably dialing up a run blitz, expecting him to run it in that situation, but instead they end up back at the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Another run here with Dobbins. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
2nd and 8.
Burrow looking to pass. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, 4th quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. And he's doing that in this game.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That goes for a gain of 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now wins. Now they go screen. It's complete. Pushing his way through. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other, and he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
At their own 9-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
So the Ravens now down on the scoreboard. A little over 80 ticks to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and And now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Here we go with Burrow. His throw incomplete. J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Ravens.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And the Ravens are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
One more time with Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Avery Williamson.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. And pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. DeForest Buckner. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that, but flip it over.